As promised, I wanted to show you guys what I'm going to end up doing with these pieces that I kept for the chain that we made in a previous video. So let's get started. So I'm going to need these pieces. I'm going to pick out the best ones and probably use 4 of the smaller ones and then probably 3 of the long ones. With the 3 longer ones, I plan on putting them together with this piece from Dollar Tree. It's just like one of those, I guess, ornaments. I don't know what this is, a wooden piece. I'm going to take this off. We're going to make little legs and make a cute little table plant stand with those pieces, and then the other one I wanted to do 4 of the legs and put it on this piece I got from Hobby Lobby. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these down to size, then I'll probably just glue them on. I'll probably use hot glue and E6000 to secure them. So now I'm inside and I'm just going to figure out how exactly I want to attach the legs. I'm going to be using E6000 glue and just pop it down in 3 areas. And I'm also going to be using hot glue to secure these legs to this piece of wood that I've got from Dollar Tree. It's just one of those round pieces of wood and it has a hole through it. I figured the hole is not going to bother me. So I just pop this on here and then I just pop my legs on with the hot glue. I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side to dry. I'm going to go ahead and work on my second little riser. I got this from Hobby Lobby for a couple dollars a while ago. Figured I'd go ahead and use it. This side is the side I'm going to be actually using to glue the little legs that we made with the snake heads. So I'm just going to glue those the same way with E6000 and hot glue. And this will be strong enough to hold whatever. Like if you want to put a pot or a candle or something on this riser, it's not going to break. I swear, like, it will not break. Okay, so the other day we were working on these cute little riser tables. I'm excited to show you that the legs are pretty secure. I'm really pushing on them just to see if they'll break or anything, but they're really on there. That hot glue and E6000 really hold very well, so I'm really excited. Wanted to see if it was any type of wobbly. It's really not. I mean, it has 3 legs, so it could easily tip over, but... And again, these were the tails from those wooden snakes. It looks weird like that. It's just the angle, though. Those are on pretty good. And this turned out really cute also. I love this. I don't really even mind the snake eyes. Definitely not something I would keep, but honestly, it looks kind of cool. I don't know if I should leave them alone or what. So I was thinking about going through and distressing it a little bit, and see, like, there's already like this weird dent because this was in my craft room. I might go through and just do some more little pieces like this and then stain it so it's like a dark or a medium brown. Not sure. I love it this color. I think going darker will help disguise these little eyeball thingies just because, like, I don't really want them showing. I don't know. Anyways, this one has like a hole because this was like a ornament thing from Dollar Tree. Don't know if I should put some wood filler in that. The only thing with wood filler, once you put it in there, you can't, like when you stain this, it doesn't like match. So it's like, do I even bother? Because I could make some more dents and things in this and make it look like a little rustic table or stool or something like that. This is cute. So I could use this for like a plant stand or just to elevate like a candle. I don't know. These are super adorable. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and figure out something. I'll get back with you guys on this. So I wanted to go back outside and actually create another riser and show you guys. I'm going to be using some scrap wood that I found, and I actually was super inspired by someone else's YouTube channel to create this. So let's go ahead and get started. This is an old pallet board. I'm removing the nails that are stuck in it right now. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut it down to size, which was about 8 inches long. Now you guys are probably like, David, why didn't you pick out a better piece? That's fine. I actually wanted all these like dents and holes and things in my riser. I want it to look as antique as possible, and I think this just adds that character I'm looking for in the piece. Now you guys actually have already seen this riser a while back on my channel when I did my makeover on my front porch. I had this little wooden riser that I displayed on my nice black and rattan, I guess. Wasn't really rattan, it was like a fabric on cardboard situation, but yeah, I will insert a little clip right here so you guys can see it. Now I'm just gonna have to cut out another piece about 8 inches as well. We're gonna be gluing these together. I'm taking some scrap wood. Again, this is from a pallet that I had already cut, and I actually made a spoon out of that. Anyways, I can link that video down below as well if you want to see me carve out a spoon from a pallet board. So now I'm just cutting out these little feet that I'm going to be nailing on the bottom of my riser. They're just these little rectangle pieces. They're super small. They're probably about 2.5 inches by 1.5 inches, I would say. So after I was done sanding my little legs, I went through and sanded the main piece for the riser. This was super relaxing, honestly. After a while, your hand goes numb and you just get used to it. So, sand away. I just wanted to basically round off the edges so they weren't so square. I don't want any square, you know what I mean. We want this to look aged, not like we just cut it. And I'm also adding in some new dents and things like that with the hammer. And this is just going to add some character back into this piece. Once I was all done with sanding and all that, I lined them up, and then I just took some wood glue, Gorilla Wood glue by the way, works really nice, and I just popped them together like this. So once all my little legs were glued down and the two main pieces were glued to each other, I then took these little like 1-inch nails and just hammered those down in to make sure they would stay to the piece and actually kind of make it look more like one solid piece. I've seen these on high-end home decor sites and they look like they're just like carved out, like the whole piece. It's not like nailed together or glued together like I'm doing. I'm just doing my DIY version of it. After I got done nailing it, it actually fell apart. I just didn't feel like it was going to be secure enough with just glue. So then I went ahead and just took my drill bit. I drilled a hole on the side at an angle from one side of the riser to the other to like attach them, if that makes sense. After I got my pocket hole kind of formed with then I was able to just take a long screw, like 3 inches long, and just put the screw in. And I did this on both sides. And obviously I didn't want the head of the screw showing, so then I just went back in and I collected some of the sawdust and mixed it with the glue, and I just packed it into that hole to fill it basically, which it actually worked out pretty well. I kind of went over it just a little bit with the sander, and now my next step is to go through and stain this so that it gives that antique rustic feel that I feel like it needs. It does look good as is, however, I think the stain will kind of hide mistakes that were made along the way, you know what I mean, with the glue and stuff. So I just popped open my favorite stain, and I dipped in the rag and I just started staining. It was pretty simple, straightforward from here. And let's go ahead and see that picture one more time to see how this turned out. I think it turned out lovely. It definitely looks antique, and I think that just really elevates anything that you want to style this with, like a candle, some beads, a bowl. And I just chose to use this vintage looking pot I got from Michael's and put these nice florals in it. Well, that is all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye, guys.